Well, we're back here. I got cut off there. I'm sorry. I was talking about a lot of stuff about. Last I was talking about is abolishing the FBI and let the U.S. Marshals take off. I know Vinland Swami said that, and I've been a big believer in that. That the FBI is too far gone, and there's too many problems. They're just going after political people. They're not going after violent criminals, and it's become way too. It has to be abolished. Let law enforcement handled by the state and local governments. That's what needs to be done, and you have to get away from that. And if that's what has to be done, we have to get away from the FBI. FBI is a national police force. That's not what the founding fathers wanted. The founding fathers want to, like I said, law enforcement, state and local level, the U.S. Marshals to help them out. And a lot of things that the FBI does could be taken over by the U.S. Marshals. That's I know Jim Jordan's talk about that. I don't like what it's become. The FBI has become very far left, kind of like the KGB. That's what it's become, and that's something that what I like to see under the Trump administration, the FBI being abolished. And I like what Project 2025 is about. School voucher, school choice. I like to see Social Security privatized, where you have a choice to invest your money. So instead of somebody getting $2,000 a month for Social Security, they could get $8,000-$10,000 a month. You have a choice where to invest it. What's the return on Social Security? 2% right now. If you could invest that money on your own, you easily get an 8-10% annual return. Look the success of 401ks. You'd be much better off with that. And as for the Medicare money, you invest that where you want. When you retire, you use that money to buy health insurance and to use that to pay your health care expenses. And you shouldn't have a problem doing that because instead of getting $2,000 a month, you'll get $8,000-$10,000 a month for uh, for retirement. And that's another thing when I was saying before about the union bosses. It's funny how they're the ones that what do you call it? That they don't want the government. They don't want to give you the option, not the government. You the option where to invest your Social Security money where you want, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. But these unions invest their money in the stock market with stocks, bonds, mutual funds. So there's a big hypocrisy there. How many liberal Democrats invest in the stock market? They don't want you and I to do it, but it's okay for them to do it. So isn't there a bit of a double standard there? So that's something that, again, once the hypocrisy of the left. But right now, I think it's inflation. The amount of prices have gone up because of government spending, printing more money. Just that's what causes inflation. Not greedy corporations, the government printing too much money. That's what it is. And price controls aren't going to work. And this idea too that, by the way, the Harris has been free college for everybody. I've heard that does not work. Free college, somebody's got to pay for it. Then you know what? If you make a college degree, make college free, then a college degree becomes useless because you have no skin in the game. And other countries have it, yeah, and they're going broke with it. And this push for college, what about jobs in construction and the trades and nursing, things of that sort? We're dying. We need people in those fields, and we don't. I know Mike Rowe was pushing that, working the trades. Also nursing too. We need a lot of nurses. But you don't see any of that. This idea, go to college to take up gender studies instead of learning a trade. And Mike Rowe says it about people are needed in the trades, and they make very good money. They make more money than some doctors and lawyers. Of course, that you don't hear them talking about any of that, pushing for the trades. This idea to go to college, go broke, and which, by the way, that's another thing about going away to school. How many courses could be taught online? 90% of the courses could be taught online. But this idea with the liberals, they want you to go to college, go broke, and then you come out, you can't find a job because you're not employable. You have to go to school for something that you're employable with. They want you to take up a major you're not employable with. So this way here, what ends up happening is then you're dependent on the government. You're dependent on the government to buy a house, to feed your family, because you went to college for something that you're not employable with. And that's what the liberals want. They want to keep you dependent on the government. That's what they're trying to do. And, to save this country, you have to vote for Trump 2024. By the way, watch the debate tonight. My prediction, Trump's going to win. I think you're going to see him make some gains. You're going to see him actually will gain in the polls, the legitimate polls. By the way, Gold Crown Politics, it's right here on YouTube. He does a podcast. He's excellent. Predicted the election in 2016, 2024. I predict that you're going to see Trump not only go up with the win the swing states, he's going to increase the poll tonight. What did I say? Not to repeat myself, but I say Virginia, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Maine, and New Mexico. The window states, New York, New Jersey, I believe they're in play. And contrary to what people may say, I believe Connecticut's in play too. And this out of control government spending, when Trump was in, the deficit was decreasing. And actually, the national debt, Trump has had some ideas to pay off the national debt. Something I don't hear Harris talking about any ideas. What's your platform? What about talking about the national debt and how this country, it's really a problem. And there are ways that we could pay off the national debt, something you don't hear from the left, you don't hear from Kamala Harris. I know Trump had ideas. See, he's thinking outside of the box, which I like. But got to go. Trump 2024. Go Trump. Trump Vance 2024. Pedal to the mill.